It is lunchtime, and today I have made, well, this morning I made a mistake. For some reason, I turned my phone all the way down. Now on the iPhone, if you turn your phone all the way down, your ringer goes all the way down on the ringer, but your alarm on your phone, volume of your alarm goes all the way down. So, basically, my wife woke me up at 7:15. It's like, why aren't you up yet? And I was like, well, what time is it? She's like, 7:15. I was like, crap! Because normally I get up before her, and today she woke up early today for some reason, and so that happened, which sucked. So basically, I quickly took the dogs out, let them pee and poo, fed them, and I basically threw on my clothes and jumped in my truck to come on to work. I got here on time, but like with no time to spare. Normally I like to get to work about 15, 20 minutes early. Mainly because if there's traffic or something like that. But, yeah, it kind of sucked. But, yeah, wow, my brain's not blank. That kind of was bad, but yeah, I just basically stopped and got me something to drink and something to eat this morning at a fast food. Not a big fast food breakfast person, but I was hungry. I needed food. But today, I am on, like I said, it's lunchtime, and there's a lot of road work going on here. Please do not pull out in front of me, 18-wheeler. That would suck very much. But, my air conditioner just went hot. But, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't hit any of these barrels they have. That's nothing else. Like the cones, those are not too bad. Those big orange barrels they put up, like when they're doing construction, stuff like that. When you put them over the line and like on both sides and you've made the road extremely narrow, it's very difficult to get by. Now, if they're on one side, you can kind of scoot yourself over to the other side and not be too bad. But when it's like those were, you're kind of like, how am I getting by this? But, yeah. So, today, I've been working on these thin clients. And I basically made a self-signed certificate. Yes, nerd talk, I know. And evidently they don't support self-signed certificates, so I need to get a certificate. And I'm basically contacting people that do that, see if I can get one. If not, I'm not really sure. Ooh, man. These trucks are, I think, trying to kill me. But yeah, a lot of I'll bring it blank again. A lot of people that I've taught, a lot of forum posts I've seen are talking about certificate issues and self-signed certificates not working. So I'm like, great, so I gotta get an actual real certificate. Which, I mean, it's good. It'll probably solve a lot of issues, make things a lot easier, but if I could just use the self-signed one, it'd be so much easier. What that is. So yeah, but today is also WWDC. If you're not an Apple person, you're like, what? It's the Worldwide Developer Conference from Apple. And after lunch, I'll probably turn it on and stick my headphones in and listen to it, see what all new they announce, see what all they basically screw everybody over that bought a iPhone in the past 2 months. And be like, crap, why'd I buy this? The new one's coming out. See if the rumors are true about the really crazy stuff they're supposedly going to announce. But they might not announce anything new, like drastically new. But anyways, I'm on lunch. I will get me some food. I need to start bringing my food. Going out every day is, one, expensive, two, not that healthy. Anyways, talk to you later. Well, I just got done some videos.
I'm going to show you this, all this stuff. It's on my skee ball machine. If I can actually get this thing to move. Yeah, that's all the stuff that I just basically did a Loot Crate unboxing, then my recent pickups video, so didn't really have anywhere else to put everything, so I put it on that so that I wouldn't lose anything or misplace it. Let's tighten all that stuff back up, and that's actually one thing I forgot to mention in my video. I actually picked up a new tripod for my camera. If my videos seem to have like got a little bit further away and a little bit higher up, it's because, well, it kind of did. I kind of rearranged this room, going to start videos, some stuff in here, and I'm going to push back my and make my camera taller. But anyways, I'm going to turn these machines off because this marquee up here makes noise and it's kind of annoying. I have a power strip over there that I just plugged these two into. I don't have this thing plugged into it because there's a fan in this and it's loud, so it kind of defeats the purpose during video editing or video recording. So, but anyways, today was weird. It just seemed so short. I mean, I got home, I cooked, I blinked, and it was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, where did the day go? Don't understand. Like, I played with the dogs, played with Adrian, and it's 9 o'clock. And I didn't do anything. Don't get me wrong, I love days when I don't have to do anything. But when, like, all day passes, it kind of messes with you. Like, wait a minute, what did I do? It's kind of like, no, we didn't do anything. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting senile. Maybe I laid there, I was like, for a while. But, like I said on lunch, I got to get a signed certificate for my thin clients to work. If I can get that, then I should be able to get them to work pretty easily. If not, then kind of SOL. We have these 10 thin clients that we can't do anything with. So, but then I'll actually be able to, I'll move on to the server and start working on it and get it up and running. And sorry, I was looking at my thing here. I think the gap here is bigger on this side than it is on this side. That's just, yeah, when you have arcade machines, they are a lot of work. You don't realize, because I think this thing was made in like 84. This is almost as old as I am. I'm 38. Be 39 soon. And this thing wasn't, it's like, I think it's 84 to 86, something like that. This was made in 1994. So both of these, they're over, this one's over 20 years old. This one is like almost 30. And think about that. How many pieces of equipment work that long? This one was in an arcade. So this one, the monitor had been on for like running for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. This one luckily had never been an arcade. So this one I don't have as many worries about. The monitor on this I don't think is actually going to go out anytime soon. This one, on the other hand, it might. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So working on these things is fun because when you actually look inside these, there's not much in them. I mean, literally, it's a TV, some wires, a power supply at the bottom, and a circuit board. And it's like, well, why? Like, I think, oh, there's also a light. The mark. This one has like 2 spinners or 3 spinners, a marquee light, the marquee. But my wife's like, why are they so big? I'm like, well, when you're in an arcade, you kind of want to grab attention. That's why this has this marquee here, and this one has this little thing here, but this thing plays. I had to turn the attract sound off on this. Oops. This one plays constantly and makes a lot of noise, so I couldn't have it behind me playing noise while I was trying to do my videos. So, but yeah, when you're in an arcade, these things have what they call attraction sounds, and they make a lot of, and it's a lot of noise. That's one thing I do miss, is the sound of an arcade. And when you walk into one, it's just so much around. It's like sensory overload. And when you first walk into an arcade, like when you're young, it's like an amusement park. There's all these flashing lights and all this noise and all these people. And like I didn't play in the time when you could smoke in arcades. There was no smoking in arcades when I was going to them in the 80s. Well, the ones I went to, because I went to like Aladdin's Castle. There was a few other, like the one called Tilt. There was what was it? The Gold Mine. I think was that in Knoxville, Tennessee? I believe. I used to, that was one of my favorites. But I believe it changed to a Tilt later on. But that sound, I mean, it's so hard to replicate. And I mean, like between Pole Position, Frogger, Pac-Man, and just all the different games. And then like that you had the Mortal Kombat, you'd always hear somebody playing it, you'd hear finish him in the background, and you'd hear the sounds from Street Fighter 2, the Hogan, and all that. It's just, I mean, right now I can actually hear it. And I actually remember the arcade that I used to go to when I was younger. And I remember walking in, I remember seeing this car driving game. I can't remember which one it was, but it was a really large one. I think it was like 3 or 4 player, and they had this, and you'd sit down on it, and there's a thumper in the seat. So like if you hit something or something like that, it would, I think it was probably just a pinball launcher, and probably it would hit the back of the seat, and like it really loud. So when you're in the arcade, you heard that. Oh, it just, I have a lot of memories about arcades. I actually have this one arcade I remember, they were remodeling it, but they didn't close the arcade down. So they did during the night, they continued it. During the day, they just put plastic over the stuff they were working on, and they just kept moving the machines around. So like the arcade got really narrow, and but all these machines were packed together really tightly, and I'd go there and I'd play, and it was louder, and I was like, holy cow. And it was really, really dark because only some of the lights were hooked up. That's one thing I do remember, I do miss, the dark arcades when you're there and you're talking to people about the games. And it was one of those things you had like a quiet conversation, because you couldn't. The guy next to you couldn't hear you. So you had to talk louder. And if you knew a few people there, when you left, your voice hurt. I mean, you're like, holy cow, I've been talking for 2 hours about Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct or whatever. I mean, I remember when the Killer Instinct advertised the Ultra 64. That's what the Nintendo 64 turned into the Nintendo 64. But yeah, it was so much fun. I remember them. That's one of the things that's one of the things I wish I could experience with my son. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I am getting some of my favorite machines. I love Neo Geo. I love Tubin. I love Skee Ball. So what I do is I want to get a few machines and put them in this room to where I won't be able to replicate that sound. And I don't want it to be that loud either, because I don't know if it did. Because I do have some, my wife says I have selective hearing, but I do have, I think, some issues with my hearing a little bit. But I'm not sure if that's from that or if listening to headphones all my life or whatever it is. But anyways, sorry, that's a little bit of an arcade type conversation for a while. But hope you guys had a good day. Like I said, I don't know what happened with mine. But talk to you tomorrow.